Welcome to Syeadh Academy. Batch operating system. A batch operating system is a type of operating system that executes a series of jobs or programs in batch mode, without any user interaction. A batch operating system is typically used in situations where there is a large number of repetitive tasks to be performed, such as data processing, payroll calculations, or report generation. In a batch operating system, jobs are collected and placed in a batch queue. Each job is then executed one after the other, without any human intervention. The operating system performs the necessary input and output operations, such as reading input data and writing output data, and manages system resources, such as CPU time, memory, and disk space. Batch processing is characterized by its lack of user interaction. Jobs are typically submitted in advance, and the system runs them in the background, freeing up the user's time for other tasks. However, batch processing has some limitations, such as the lack of interactivity, the inability to respond to user requests in real time, and the potential for long wait times if there are many jobs ahead in the queue. Batch operating systems are most commonly used in mainframe computers, where they have been in use since the early days of computing. However, they are still used in modern systems, particularly in back-end data processing tasks. Some of the key features of a batch operating system include job scheduling. Jobs are scheduled based on their priority and resource requirements. The operating system manages the job queue and allocates system resources accordingly. Job control language. A special language used to describe the job's requirements and instructions, such as the input and output files, memory requirements, and other parameters. Spooling. A technique used to queue input and output operations, allowing the system to perform multiple input and output operations simultaneously, reducing the wait times for individual jobs. Advantages of batch operating system. High performance. A batch operating system can achieve high levels of performance since it can process a large number of jobs simultaneously without requiring any user interaction. Efficient use of resources. Batch operating systems are designed to make efficient use of system resources, including CPU, memory, and input and output devices, as they can schedule and manage multiple tasks in a way that maximizes resource utilization. Reduced user interaction. Batch operating systems require little or no user interaction, which can be beneficial in situations where users have limited computer knowledge and tasks can be completed automatically. Disadvantages of batch operating system. Lack of user interaction. Batch operating systems lack user interaction, which can make it difficult to detect and resolve problems that occur during job execution. Limited responsiveness. Since jobs are processed in batches, users may have to wait for a long time before their jobs are executed, which can reduce the responsiveness of the system. Difficult to debug. When problems occur in a batch operating system, it can be difficult to identify the cause of the problem since jobs are processed in batches rather than individually. Some examples of batch operating systems are IBM OS/360. One of the earliest and most widely used batch operating systems, OS/360 was introduced in the 1960s and continued to be developed and used for several decades. UNIVAC Exec 8. Introduced in the 1960s, Exec 8 was a popular batch operating system used on mainframe computers. Burroughs MCP. The Master Control Program, MCP, was used on Burroughs mainframe computers in the 1960s and 1970s. It was a highly reliable and efficient batch operating system. Windows Task Scheduler. Although not a traditional batch operating system, the Task Scheduler in Microsoft Windows allows users to schedule tasks and scripts to run automatically at specific times or intervals. Linux cron. Cron is a popular utility in Linux and other Unix-like operating systems that allows users to schedule and automate batch jobs.